Hey, what's up everybody? So we are back with a 4K versus Blu-ray. Of course, we're going to be talking about Deep Impact. Robert Duvall, Morgan Freeman, young Elijah Wood, Tia Leone is on this as well. So, I mean, of course, there's a lot of older 90s movies and stuff like that came out that she was in. I feel like she was just really big in like the late 90s, early 2000s. I think she was even in a Jurassic Park movie, if I'm not mistaken. So, of course, this came out in 1998. It went up against Armageddon. Really, I was a bigger Armageddon fan. I never actually watched this movie fully. Of course, Bruce Willis, Ben Affleck, you got Aerosmith, all of that really going for Armageddon. I feel like this movie just kind of got pushed off to the side. I know a lot of people prefer this movie over Armageddon, but I feel like that was, you just had the heartfelt song and, Bruce Willis. But we're not going to be talking about that movie too much. We're going to be talking about Deep Impact. We're going to do 4K versus Blu-ray. But before we get into all that, please like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, do all that fun stuff. If you love stuff like this behind me, if you love horror, movies, vinyl, books, whatever, it doesn't matter. If you like anything physical media, really, you're going to like this channel. So just hit that subscribe button down there because you're going to be helping me out. I enjoy doing 4K versus Blu-ray. I'm going to set this down now because I don't know why I do it, but I do it. If I have something in my hand, I'm swinging this bad boy around. So we're just going to set it off to the side for now, and we'll get back to it in a second. So, of course, I'll be putting up Blu-ray and 4K photos. Again, these are just images from my actual TV, so they're not going to be the exact same that you're going to be looking at if you're watching the 4K or the Blu-ray on your TV. But, of course, I just put them up here for reference, and that way at least it gives you a little bit of a visual. Makes a little bit more sense, kind of you can see what I'm talking about for the most part. I will say this 4K really didn't stand out to me as something where I'm thinking, wow, this is reference quality, because you would think a movie like this, again, first time watching, I think I saw bits and pieces here and there when I was younger, but I never fully dived straight into this movie. So maybe, the nostalgia is not there, and that's part of the reason why I would prefer Armageddon over this. Of course, Armageddon's not that great of a movie either way, but I enjoyed this movie for what it was. It definitely is more of a character-driven kind of movie. It's not really, you don't get, action on action on action on action. It's a lot of build-up. It's a lot of dialogue throughout the entire movie. It's not, these big, huge action set pieces. You do get them, but it's honestly within the last maybe 30 minutes of the movie. It's more about building characters so that way, when some die or all die or whatever, I don't want to spoil it, I guess. It's an older movie, but I think it's 25 years. Yeah, 25th anniversary. It makes sense. They get a 4K. But this really, I don't know, the picture quality didn't really wow me. When you're with the actual people and it's not, CG, because again, older CG, the CG definitely doesn't hold up. The 4K makes it look a little better, but in the long run, the 4K, the CG's not really gonna look any better, at least in my opinion. I mean, the fake waves still look fake. The fake Statue of Liberty still looks fake. That's not really gonna enhance it. What you really get in this, 4K upgrade, where it really shines is, of course, the people, the scenery. So the Blu-ray really brightened the picture a lot. It looked way too bright. It just seemed like they were trying to bring a lot of detail out by brightening the picture. So again, the 4K really kind of dials that down a little bit, gives you a better skin tone. The overall, the grass, the scenery, the background, that really stands out. You get a lot more color. It looks a lot better. Again, like I said, skin tone definitely looks a lot better as well. If you're watching the 4K, I don't know, maybe it was just me, maybe I just noticed this randomly, but it seemed like the bitrate dropped just in weird spots when it transitioned from scene to scene. I know there was a scene, I know it's not actually read in the movie, but I'm going to talk, it's read for me. But there was a scene where it transitioned from basically something action-ish to him walking in the control center, and it looked really weird and shoddy. There, it looked like there was a lot of film grain in that little scene. And then, once the scene got into it a little bit further, it definitely looked like, 4K upgrade. The picture quality looked better. But it felt weird and choppy in random scenes where it just seemed like the bitrate dropped and it just looked almost out of focus. So, I don't know. Maybe that was just me. Who knows? Again, you'll see photos, but I can't really show you the scene. I don't want to get copyrighted. But either way, that's just what I saw. That was, just my opinion looking at this film. Either way, I think it does shine when you're with the actual, the characters, the actors, when they're going around in the scenery, when it's an actual, just film shot. When it's not CG, when there's nothing in the background like that, it definitely looks a lot better. Even with some of the CG, when the first comet hits, or the comet hits, because I guess there's not really a second one, I guess spoilers. I spoiled it. I'm sorry, guys. But it still the picture looks better. I'll probably post those photos here. But either way, it's kind of like a wide angle of, all the people in the cars and on the street, and you're getting the comet shooting down, or asteroid, or whatever it is, shooting down, and you can kind of see that. I tried to capture that just because it was a cool shot. But either way, it definitely looked better in those aspects. But if you're going into this movie, expecting crazy action nonstop, like, 2012 did basically, you're not going to get it. If you're expecting the 4K to upgrade the CG, you probably shouldn't expect that. It's an older movie, older CG. It's not going to just make it magically better. Honestly, it makes it a little worse just because it's more of a sore thumb. It kind of sticks out. But that's what happens with some older 4Ks that use a lot of CG. But either way, it's an enjoyable movie. It's more character driven and more dialogue than I thought it would be, but it's good. And then the last 30 minutes really pick up, and that's, where you get the big crazy things that happen. But either way, really picture quality wise, if you got the Blu-ray, I think you're fine. I really wouldn't upgrade it. I mean, if you absolutely love this movie and you're like, man, Deep Impact, I got 30 Deep Impact shirts, I went and saw it opening night 6 times, and if you're the craziest Deep Impact fan, yeah, upgrade it. The picture quality does look better overall, but it really doesn't. It didn't wow me. It wasn't something when I was just like, man, this is just amazing. Paramount, you killed it. But either way, again, that's just me. I'll post photos so you can see. You'll see there are upgrades. It does look a little bit better here and there. The picture quality is not as bright as the Blu-ray. Kind of gives you more of better skin tones. I've already said all this fun stuff. Either way, let's get into the sound, which there's no upgrade. So like I said, there's no upgrade from the Blu-ray to the 4K. You just get a Dolby True 5.1 HD. I mean, really, in this movie, like I said, the last 30 minutes is really where the action is, where it gets crazy. So you don't need anything crazy until that last 30 minutes. I mean, it would have been nice, 25-year anniversary. It would make sense that you're going to want to upgrade it and, be the best you can be. This is our disaster movie. Like, every other one sucks. Dante's Peak, Armageddon, 2012, like, all those are terrible. Watch this movie. We're going to upgrade it for you, 25th anniversary. But I mean, it works well for what it is, and it doesn't sound bad. I'm not knocking it. Again, I don't have the craziest setup. So, it was fine for me. I'm not going to complain. I don't need, everything around me and stuff like that. It'd be nice, but I don't have the funds. Either way, I'll show you the back here too. Special features, I'm pretty sure the Blu-ray that came out in 2009, I think, I'm pretty sure it had all of it. Let's see if it'll focus. There we go. But yeah, I'm pretty sure the Blu-ray had all of these on it. So you really, I mean, what are you upgrading for? You're probably going to upgrade just for the 4K, obviously the visual.
What?
But do you need to? No. Like I said, if you're a fan of the movie and you love this movie, or, obviously if you're a blind buy and you want to get the best picture quality you can, the 4K is where it's going to be at. But, you know, are you going to want to buy the Blu-ray for like $5 at a secondhand store? Or are you going to want to buy the 4K, you know, for, I think this is $19.99 or what it was. So, again, enjoyable. I'm glad I bought it. I will revisit it. I enjoyed the movie. Again, Armageddon's a little bit better. But I enjoyed the movie for what it was. It definitely threw me off. But either way, what did you guys think? Leave it down in the comment section below. Let me know, did you pick it up? Are you going to pick it up? Or are you just going to keep your Blu-ray? Because you don't need to. You don't need to upgrade it. I really don't think you need to. But either way, we will see you guys in another video.